full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Two of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Return's looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right up the gut. He'll cobble together a yard there. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Man in motion, headed right. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
1st down, ball at the 36. Looking to throw, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's 2nd down coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that...
Breaks through, and he might break away. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Young on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Henry. And this one does not go far.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Defense shows blitz, Young. The throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here. Young to throw here on 3rd. Chased out to his right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Amendola able to put it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Hits his running back. Breaks the tackle, still going. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 6 now. Getting out to his left. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 24. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Denver Broncos.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Has it down close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Time for our 2nd quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Robinson is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Broncos one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Young. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Broncos will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception, and that return on top of it. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pass is cut at the 9. And he gets in, touchdown Denver. Broncos parlay the interception into points. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He fields it from the 8. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. There's a give up the middle, and he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Escapes the pocket. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 39. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You felt that the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a 1st down.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. And you're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Throwing it again here. Brought in right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Working quickly here. Second and 1. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Offense up to the line fast. They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Free inside the 30. Garrett Wilson! They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Bills trailing in the early going. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal. Young working from the gun. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Amendola able to put it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Second and 4. He's on the move. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running it after the penalty. By a man, and now he's in the clear. All the way, touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. There's time to chide him about poor tackling later, Brock.
And I probably will.
And you probably will. Coach probably will give him an earful about it as well. But let's not let the missed tackle take away from excellent effort he had on that run.
Yeah, it really was his effort to force that missed tackle. Okay, I think that's the key, and open the door for that touchdown. As soon as he slipped that stop, his mind was focused on one thing and one thing only, the end zone.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Now it's Young. Henry on the catch. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. Young. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're set up at the 35 now. Slot man motioned over. Here's Young on first and 10. Buys time, rolling right. Trying for a touchdown here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
On second and 10, Young. Forced out to his right. Firing one deep for the... Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock.
Well, I'll say this. If you're willing to chance a throw like that, an early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work out, but you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
Throwing on third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. That fooled me. He had it on line. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From midfield now. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw now. He's loaded another one up. This is caught inside the 15. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Shudak is good. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. With this kick, we're back underway, a spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
It is caught left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Pass play on first and 10. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18 at the 35-yard line.
Motioning left is their running back. Another try following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. Now looking to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will be his second effort of the contest. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Pulled in at the 20. He spins right by him. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And the Bills will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Out of the gun, Young. That's taken in by Henry. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
There's a handoff up the gut. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Young to throw it. He's trying to push the field. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Young throwing here. He's trying another one deep. This is brought in at the 15. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills start the second half with some needed points. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills make it an 11-point ball game. Bass now to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Robinson up the middle. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Another carry for Robinson. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Sets up 4th down.
Watson coming in motion right. Here's the snap on 4th. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks off the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Simple dive up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Second and 8. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why Scott's talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 3rd down, it's Young. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
They're going for it, Young. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing from the gun here. On the move, headed right. That one's complete, right side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 1 quarter. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a 3-score game in the fourth. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown, his third of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Young on 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. Connecting on the slant. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
2nd and 3 now. Young working from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos take possession on his 13th INT of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
To throw here on 1st down. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. The 40. At the 20. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tackle.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Dallas Turner picks it off. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Robinson, and he's brought down for a loss. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos holding a 12-point lead. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throwing now off play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds past midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Dukes out a 1-stop. And he's able to work this down to the 41. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Going right side, Robinson with it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Setting up a throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So it's a win for the Broncos. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great stuff.